cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife, leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. Black and white. Just let me go, it's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. Just let me go, it's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Black and white. Black and white. It's black and white. Black and white.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Simracersworld TV, and welcome to another round of the SimStickers Simracersworld Formula 3 Series, this time at the incredible, the legendary and very historic Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari, also lovingly known, of course, as Imola. My name is Chaz Draycott, and I'm here for, well, the entire championship with you guys to try and cover all of the action as well as possible. We've got a very promising evening ahead of us. These cars really do suit this sort of circuit. Hope you're all well, hope you're all having a wonderful evening as it is. Now I'm going to pre-warn you of something at the moment. Just in the lead up to the stream, I've been having a number of technical issues with something on my PC, which has been meaning that my mouse has been doing some mad stuff. I think I'm having potential electrical surge issues again, which I had on my old power source, or power supply you should call it. So do bear with me over the course of the night. If there are technical issues, I will just basically tell you that there are some technical issues, and we will go from there. We'll just look at some cars out on track. Here's James Forsythe in the very shiny Altitude XZ Esports machine. Looks like a new livery to me. But Mr. Forsythe crosses the line 14th at the moment. This is just the latter stages of qualifying, actually. I say latter stages, just got over the halfway point. A quick brief look at championship standings is in order, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out that your championship leader at the moment is Adrian Falcon, who by the look of it is not here. Am I just being an idiot? Yes, he is here. Of course he is. He's second. I don't know why, but for some reason I was looking further down the order. Falcon is quite a while ahead of Arthur Fry. He's 19 points clear at the moment. He's got 7 pole positions. The only man that has been on pole other than Adrian Falcon is Bart Daleman. James Forsythe is third in the championship, but some 40 points off Arthur Fry. Kevin Zemstra is only 5 points off James, and then Daleman is only 10 points off Zemstra. Crisp is only 10 points off Daleman, so it's very, very close there. In the consistency class, there's only one person we can really talk about, to be honest, and that is this man, Sammy Venables. He's been very quick all season. He's taken 6 out of the 8 pole positions in the consistency class this season over Mark Alviota and Victor Balea. He's got 323 points in the championship. Viota has 300. And then Ben Hoffman is in third on 278, only 6 points ahead of Ben White. Now for pole positions, at least, in the academy class, it's a lot more spread out. Khan Newen has 2, Matthias Groen has 1, Elizabeth Rodriguez has 1, Mia Caresis has 2, Harrison Melvin has 1 as well, and Mr. Barnes even has 1 pole position. But Khan Newen is absolutely flying at the top of that championship at the moment. 216 points, 30 ahead of Craig Shell, who finds himself second at the moment. But Phil Reagan has a monstrous drop score in comparison in that championship in the XZ racing machine. The top two, Khan Newman's drop score is 9 points. Craig Shell's is 16, Phil Reagan's is 42. So a huge difference there. So in some ways, even if Phil had a bad round, it would help him. However, these last 2 meetings now, no matter what happens, these will not be considered as drop rounds. These ones have to count towards the championship. We've got Grabowski off. That looks like it's on the way out of Tosa. Some fantastic corner names here at Imola as well, to be fair. I mean, you've got the likes of Variante Alta, which is the chicane at the top of the hill. He's just gone round Piratella down towards Aqua Minerale. As Silas Craig Vrolik has gone fastest for Fiercely Forward GSI last time round. He's just coming out of the aforementioned Variante Alta right now. We'll go on board. Let's see how it looks, see how it sounds. That's Rivazza. Rivazza's 1 and 2. Very difficult bit to get right. And the straight, which is known as the Variante Bassa. It's not quite a straight either. It's more of a double kink. And then a long left. Great pace through these first couple of corners. Really, really good pace through there. Villeneuve chicane, very difficult. As I've said as well in the description for this this video, You need to be very, very careful of the curbs. It literally does just say mind the curbs because, well, let's face it, that's what you need to do around here. This is good stuff by Silas Craig Frolic, looking good so far. Look at that into Acqua Minerale there. So quick, and it's easy for the back end to break away from you there as well. You need to really have your wits about you. Into Variante Alta at the top of the hill. All of the runoff being used there by Silas, and of course he gets a slow down for that. Now that is something you may see over the course of the race. Drivers just using a bit too much on the runoff there. If you hit the first bit of the curb a bit too hard, you can launch yourself off on the exit of the corner and all of a sudden find yourself getting a big, big slowdown penalty. It's not a nice place to be. We see Ashley Beard now going down the straight into turn 1. That's obviously where George Russell and Valtteri Bottas had that huge accident this year. Bart Daleman's gone fastest for SimStickers Simracersworld. Culmination of the two teams. As off the circuit there was James Forsyth, who's just coming back on. Kicks up some dust. It's the 177 of Wayne Palmer going past him. Also for SimStickers. You always forget how steep that hill is as well. Up towards Piratella. The run out of Tosa is very difficult to get right time after time. It's one of those really misleading corners where it's a lot sharper than it looks on the way in. Feels like when you get to it, it's just going to be a 90-degree left, but it's actually quite the tight hairpin. It's almost 180 degrees. So you always get sort of misled into jumping on the power early. To explain the format to anybody that doesn't already know it, we of course have 2 heats which are determined by this qualifying session. All the odd numbered positions, 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th and so on, they all get determined and pushed into the first heat. Second heat is then positions 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on the rest of the grid. Top 8 of both heats go through. If you finish 9th and further down in your heat, depending on which heat you're in, you either start 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, or 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, and so on. And then the top 8 of the consolation go through, based on that grid. They make up the last 8 spots in the feature. And then we get the people that go through from their original heats in the end. Now, I just want to point out Ed May's wonderful livery here. Now, I'm not sure whether this is to please me, because I'm a humongous Star Wars fan, but that's a wonderful Rebel Alliance livery that Ed is running there. Now, I have that emblem that you can see on the nose there, actually tattooed on my arm. I'm that much of a Star Wars fan. I've got the Empire on my left arm. Maybe Ed just going with that one, so I don't say anything bad about him. He has said, though, expect to see him spin a lot tonight because he's not had any prep, really. He's had a lot of uni work getting in the way. Speaking of getting in the way, don't think Josh Clogg's going to be getting in anybody's way right now as he goes off the circuit. I realise more and more each day how naff my streams look. I really do need to sort the Wi-Fi out here. I say the Wi-Fi, it's the internet. I've got Ethernet, but yeah, I think we really do need to sort it. Now, James Forsyth's livery, to me, is... I think it's an updated altitude one because they've got Assetec Sim Sports on there and 3M now, who they've partnered with. So I think he's running that while his teammate Ashley Beard is still running the older Altitude XZ Esports livery. Arthur Fry's back with us tonight, which is good to see. It's great to have him back, trying to at least close back up to Adrian Falcon in the championship. Now, don't forget that in this heat format that we have, the heat racing format that you can run on iRacing, the qualifying sessions and practice sessions end very abruptly. Philip Russell having a big moment there. We've got Jaco van der Plat out on track, but he's 23rd at the moment. Nearly 1.8 seconds off in qualifying. Oh, and Carn Newen is more than that as he goes into the wall quite hard there. Big moment for Carn Newen. He's back in the pits now. Here's Craig Schill, second in the Academy Championship at the moment. Looking to get more strong points out of tonight. Matthias Groen at the back of the field at the moment, 3.6 seconds off the top spot. And that is the end of qualifying. So we get our grid for the first heat of the night then. Bart Delman on pole from still as Craig Vrolik. Matthew Crisp and Victor Balea is alongside him. Then we have Brian Loynes and Mark Alviota. Oh, hang on. 1 second. Issues. Wow, we had big issues there. Massive surge through my headset then. That was horrible. Sorry about that. Brian Loynes is 5th ahead of Mark Alviota with Sammy Venables, Ben Hoffman, Tim Rutten and Edward May rounding out the top 10. Then it's Wayne Palmer and Jaco van der Plat. That scared the living daylights out of me, that surge. That was horrible. It's like getting electric shocked in the ear. Paul Godden is then 13th ahead of Greg Parmenter, Carn Newen, Craig Schill. Matthias Groen is in 17th place. We wait for Bart Delman to take to the grid, so we have to look at someone else. We get this wonderful view from the bridge. Jakob Szymanski in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the show and hope you continue to enjoy the rest of it. It's bound to be a good night's racing. We're just waiting for Ed May, actually, to jump to the grid. I'm not sure if he knows that he's supposed to be on the grid for this one, but come on, Ed. Get on with it, lad. The whole grid is left waiting for Ed May to sort it out. He's probably gone to invade Hoth or something. Or defend Hoth, because that's where the Rebel base was, wasn't it? Anyway, the first heat of the night here at Imola in the SimStickers SimRacersworld Formula 3 Series gets underway. Any standout performers off the line. Oh, we've got a car around and in the wall. Who is that? Oh, there's two of them. Craig Schill involved. I think Ben Hoffman was the other one. Oh, it was such a shame. We'll have to come back and look at that because as they go through the chicane, they need to be very, very careful. Brian Loynes is around. Brian Loynes is off. We just looked away from him. He drops down the order. Still as Craig Vrolik is off as well. Look at that. Victor Balea down the inside of Matthew Crisp. Just behind, we've got Mark Alviota. Looks like Victor Balea might have got his internet sorted, which is really nice to see. Edward May just running a little bit wide there with Wayne Palmer with him. Everyone trying to behave themselves up the hill. Look at Victor Balea all over Matthew Crisp. Bart Delman has run away at the front here. And this is exactly what Bart Delman needs for a good night of points. As very wide there goes Victor Balea. Still looking down the inside. It's very, very close, all of this. Very close indeed. Got Sammy Venables in there in 5th place at the moment. He's gained 2 spots from where he started. Carn Newen's gained 3. Oh, Edward May, I shouldn't have looked away. Big contact. Around goes more cars, and they're all piling in. Oh, there's a number of them taken out by that. Wayne Palmer's involved. Matthias Groen. Tim Rutten in there as well. We'll have to have a quick look back and see what happened to all these guys further back. This is Ben Hoffman. Oh, Ben just loses it on his own. Bounces off the wall and gets nailed by Craig Schill. And this is what happened to Brian Loynes. He's side by side with the 123 car. Oh, a bit of net code there. Mark Alviota, and then he goes in the wall. And then it was Ed May that got involved. We've got a big accident further up as well. Silas Craig Vrolik and Sammy Venables. Ed is side by side with Tim Rutten, wheel to wheel contact, and he hits Balea, and then into the back of them. Who was that? Was that Groen? Yeah, Matthias Groen went flying in there, unfortunately, and into the back of all of it. And it looks like we've got a number of them off. Silas Craig Vrolik, if it changes, also went off not too long ago. We'll quickly flick back to that. Him and Victor Balea. Maybe they both just went straight on the chicane. Oh, Silas has gone in hot. I think Victor, in response to seeing that coming, has just put his foot in and cracked on with it and gone straight on himself there. It's either really good avoidance or, to be fair, I think he actually given the place back or something. That was odd. Oh, it was a slow down, wouldn't it? Apparently, Matej Groen and Ashley Beard have disconnected. Although, yeah, Groen definitely not there. Either way, we've got a fight on our hands now between Victor Belair and Silas Kragvrolic. A bit further down, Greg Parmenter in the Academy class car is ahead of current Academy Championship leader Carl Newen. Where's Jacko? There's Jacko. It said he was going off the circuit, and there you go. There you go, Jacko. Back on. Daleman does the fastest lap of the race. Jacko van der Plat is now on the edge of being able to get through to the feature at this rate. Whoa, that made a jump. Edward May chasing him down. Parmenter side by side with Sammy Venables, who's now recovering. Oh, we've got Vrolic off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? Mind the curb, Silas. What on earth happened to Silas Kragvrolic there? Having mouse troubles again here, sorry. Whoa. That was like some sort of hardware failure there, like a screen or something. Craig Shill's just gone around again. Carl Newen's got Sammy Venables for company. This is bonkers already, isn't it? Through Aqua Minerale once again. Bart Daleman, though, 3.6 seconds out in front at the moment. Really on a move here. He's got Matthew Crisp in second place, who actually did the fastest lap last time round. Jacco van der Plat and Edward May both off the track. Bit of damage, I think, to the pair of them. Let's have a look. Tim Rutten's gone off as well. I think he's just done this on his own into Rivatse. Yep. Oh, Jacco's looped it. Ed tries to get away with it, and there is contact wheel to wheel. Now Sammy Venables is ahead of Carl Newen, but Carl needn't worry about that too much at this point. We've got Edward May and Jacco van der Plat in the Van der Pit now. Maybe for damage. Either way, Bart Daleman doing a sterling job at the front so far. Nobody able to get near him, and to be fair, that first lap just being a bit cleaner than everybody else's is what's helped him here on lap 4 out of 8 in this first heat of the night. It looks like Venables has recovered well, but Victor Belair up in third place. He had a really lively start. You have to hand it to Carl Newen as well, actually, in the XD racing car. He's gained 9 spots from where he started. Started 15th on the grid, so what a great drive he's had. Greg Parmenter as well just behind him. He's gained 7 spots, so he's flying as well. Although they need to be careful about how much runoff they're using there. Greg Parmenter used a lot. Ed May and Jacco van der Plat both back out of the pits, by the way. Daleman, another fastest lap. Lovely stuff by Bart Daleman. We'll ride on ball for a second with Bart. I'm just going to try and re-sort my mouse out for a second. Bear with me. Look how smooth Bart's being with this. He's using all of the road, but he's just taking it so gentle. There's nothing frantic about it, is there? The commitment into Aqua Minerale is massive there. Carries huge speed. really trusts it over the curb as well. It does a sort of Tony Hawk style grind along the curb, does the floor of this car. Look at that there into Variante Alta. Quite wide on the exit, but not as bad as it can get. That was epic stuff there, love that. There's been a couple of purple sectors on this lap, you know, by Bart Daleman. He's 3/10 quicker than anybody else in Sector 4. Let's see as he crosses the line. Is it another fastest lap? It is, 1:35.8. Matthew Crisp, his best lap is a 1:37.2. He's just improved that as well. But that is absolutely mind-blowing pace by Bart Daleman. 1.4 seconds a lap quicker than the next guy behind him. Fastest lap anyone else has done. Brian Loyne's a 1:37.1. Oh no, Jako's off again. I think he's having some sort of screen issues or something. Or does he race in VR? Either way, Edward May doesn't care. He goes through into 9th. Paul Godden is currently in 8th place. That's Craig Schill behind him on track, but not for position. Parmenter and Carn Newen ahead. They're going to be going into the feature at this rate. They'll be starting 11th and 13th on the grid, by the look of it. Paul Godden is on to be 15th on the grid. Now Sammy Venables is only 1.6 seconds behind Silas Craig Vrolic here. And we know how fast Sammy can be. This could be a bit of a wild ride, let's say. Now getting a car like this stopped for Rivazza is a very scary prospect because you've got to really stamp on the brakes but just ease them in. You can't do it too hard because when you start turning in gradually, this car does like to bite a bit. Let's go back and look what happened to Jaco van der Plat. So it's down into Aqua Minerale, really not the place you want anything to go wrong. Yeah, look, he just delays his inputs. It's definitely a visual thing. Because all of a sudden he just stops turning as much and suddenly the car floats sort of straight on, but you can see he's still got control over the inputs. So Carn Newen then leads the Academy Championship and leads the Academy drivers in this race at the moment. He's doing a sterling job. 9 places gained in this race. On his way to the feature. We've got more than half of the grid has actually been in the pits in this race. Now we've got Brian Loynes chasing down Jaco van der Plat, hoping not to have more issues, of course. Brian rattles it off the limiter a few times. Bart Daleman's already started the last lap, and is that Edward May? Oh, it is. Ed May's around. Oh, and he's taken both the wings off it. It's not an X-wing or a Y-wing anymore, Ed. It's a no-wing. It's the new Rebel fighter. Oh, look at that. The weight transfer is fine, but clips the gravel, taps the power. And that's a big old hit, ready. The wing's just going to pop off it, I think. Boop. Turns it into a Formula Ford car. That's, oh, look at this. Oh, that's a sorry sight. It's a real shame for Edward May. Now, what these two are fighting over is pole position in the consolation race, actually. At the moment, I was just checking where Bart Daleman was. Because when my mouse is working and things aren't electronically surging through my head, I can actually check. So I think I'm risking my own brain here for you lot. I hope you appreciate that. They're going on to their final lap now, so we'll be able to check them in just a minute. But Bart Daleman is coming down the hill for the final time to complete what has been a fantastic drive in this first race of the night. He took pole position overall. Pole position then in his heat. And he's led every lap, every corner, not a foot wrong, with very superior pace. Bart Daleman wins the first heat of the night. Epic stuff. Matthew Crisp is just under 10 seconds down the road. He'll be still very happy with the second place. Victor Balea is then going to be third. Or is he? Because Silas Craig-Vrolik's got a better run than him, and Silas is going to steal it on the line. Silas Craig-Vrolik gets third ahead of Balea and Venables. And then Carl Newen is going to come across the line to finish 6th overall, first in class. Great stuff. Through to the feature already. That's what we love to see. Academy drivers going through. Greg Parmenter going in there as well. Nice to see that. And then this is your final finisher in the top 8. Brian Loynes some 22 seconds back off Paul Godden. And Brian has got past Jaco van der Plat, by the way. We'll have a look before the race ends and kicks us out. Jaco got back ahead of him not long after. Oh, look at that on the brakes by Jaco van der Plat. That's amazing. A little bit deep, though, and unfortunately it doesn't work out in the end. Wayne Palmer is the last car to cross the line. And for the second time tonight, we have a grid. This is for the Heat Race 2, sorry. Adrian Falcon and Arthur Fry, championship protagonists against each other with James Forsyth and Ashley Beard. And it's Kevin Zemstra and Ben White. Josh Clogg, 7th. Ross Nicholson, 8th ahead of Philip Russell and Lewis Archer. You'll see the rest on your screen because they get on the grid very quickly for this second race. And this is bound to be a real belter. Jakub Szymanski taking part in this one as well. Great to see him back with us after a very interesting first debut at Zolder. Who's your money on them? Lights are about to come on. And Heat 2 of the night from Imola in the Sim Stickers Simracersworld Formula 3 Series is away. We've got a very blinky Kevin Zemstra on the grid, I'll tell you that for free. Look at that, Philip Russell through the middle there of Josh Clogg. And I think that was Lewis Archer on his right-hand side. They're still 3 wide on their way in. Philip Russell gets the job done. Bit of a check-up and a frame rate drop to go with it on the way in. We'll go on board with Philip now so we can see all the shenanigans around him. Battle for the lead for Adrian Falcon and Arthur Fry. Looks like Arthur's actually got that done. Lovely stuff. The only man that's been able to sort of dethrone Falcon in any way, and then suddenly he's off again. James Forsyth's there in the new Altitude Esports colours. Oh, Arthur's overdone it. Oh, no, that's Zemstra around, and Ross Nicholson, the man with no luck at all. Oh, Ross. Oh, Ross, that was poor, mate. Oh, poor Lewis Archer. Oh, flipping heck, Lewis can't catch a break, man. That was poor, though, from Ross. I'm sorry, but not only that, but then he gets hit again. And then when he's minding his own business, he gets hit again. That was clumsy, poor driving, I have to say it, boys. I'm sorry. I'm very fond of all the drivers in this series, but it doesn't hide that away as Ben White's gone around now. What is going on, boys? Oh, we've got James Forsyth off and going down the order. Oh no! Szymanski and Reagan are off. And now we've got... Oh, Szymanski's still dropping down. Let's have a look at what happened to Forsyth. Oh, he's just on the grass. He's gone a little bit too hot there, hasn't he? Yep. Keeps it going, though. Let's have a look at Szymanski and Reagan. Szymanski in the 113 car. Oh, Reagan's just later on the brakes. Oh, gives him a bit of a kiss, and then they tangle wheels. And around he goes. Now, Falcon has cleared off here. He's got 2.3 seconds, but the guys behind are still fighting. That's Arthur Fry, Ashley Beard, James Forsyth. Arthur Fry is not out of the woods here. He's got some fantastic pace though, as Arthur. He's so consistent. I think maybe he was just pushing a little bit too hard on the opening lap to try and get that initial advantage over Adrian Falcon. And he caught himself out more than anybody else. A number of cars in the pits after that. We've had 5 cars in the pits so far. Ross Nicholson and Lewis Archer. Actually, Lewis Archer's just come back out, so I think Ross Nicholson is definitely staying out of this one now. The initial incident was, you know, Ross hadn't done anything wrong, but because Zemstra just loses it mid-corner, I think. As soon as he steps on the power, Ross just, there's nothing you can do, but then it's just the reversing. That's just, oh man. I know that would have been in frustration because, you know, he's just trying to get back on the circuit as quickly as possible, as we all would, but you just need to think about where the other cars are and how far the back of your car stretches out. So we've got no academy drivers in the top 8 at the minute. Chris Byron is on the brink. His new nickname in other championships, due to the bright colour schemes on the Cuda E Motorsport cars, was Chris Akabusi for a while. But apparently now he wants to be known as the Fresh Prince, which you've got to love. Now Fry has not got rid of Beard here. It's good to see Ashley Beard on the pace. I say that like he's not normally on the pace. He is always fast, is Ashley Beard. But there's just the odd mistake here and there that spoils his potential really good results. Oh, that's a slowdown all day for Arthur Fry. Surely. You saw 2 very different lines through there, didn't you? Yeah, Fry's definitely... Oh, he's got a slow down. It's a bit naughty to serve it mid-corner. But there was definite intentional slowing there. 136.4 by Adrian Falcon. Still leads the race. Look at this from Beard now. On the back of Arthur Fry. Arthur goes defensive. Yeah, a little bit naughty that, to serve a slowdown mid-corner, because you can affect other people's races and you're not really meant to with a slowdown, but you could call it strategic stuff from Arthur Fry, which is all fair in love and war, or whatever the phrase is. But look at this, he's really pushing hard now to try and stay ahead of Beard. Beard looks down the inside, tries to force a mistake out of Arthur Fry, but nothing doing yet. We have Bart in the chat as well, confirming that drivers were warned they can't serve slowdowns like that. Has to be done before corners. And yeah, Silas, it's a real shame to see it, to be fair, mate. Sorry, I struggled to get my words together there. It is a real shame to see it, buddy. Hopefully you have a bit more luck in the consolation. Just hypnotised by this view from James Forsyth's car. It's like being on board with an old McLaren with that sort of chromy metallic nose with the black wing and so on. Like the old West McLarens. Elite Works Media supporting Sammy Venables again. Good to see you. Thanks very much for joining in. Oh, his Beard has to get out of it. Look at that opportunism there by Forsyth. Lovely stuff. Oh yeah, sorry Silas. Yeah, I got you confused with Yakko. Sorry, mate. My bad. Aqua Minerale once again. Sorry, I'm still having continued issues here. Just making sure I get them sorted, and I don't want to come out with the wrong things when I'm trying to sort issues as well. Normally I'm a good multitasker. At the end of the day, you know, I do these broadcasts while I'm chatting rubbish and commentating over the action, but when it's an issue like that, I just, you know, I may go quiet for a moment just while I try and get it sorted. Silas and Crispy waging war on each other for the feature race. What can we say about this bloke, though, everybody? Absolutely unbelievable. Another fastest lap, a 1:36.0. But I'm just wondering, in the Discord channel for us, could you confirm whether... Yeah, I think, yeah. Could Adrian do it tonight? I think he can, can't he? Actually, no, you can get 70 points by the look of it from the different meetings. We've got it here that Arthur Fry beat him in round 6. I don't remember that. That must be... I'm not sure whether that's a mistake, Bart, but... We've got Arthur Fry 70 points, Adrian Falcon 60, unless he got a penalty or something. Either way, he's been pretty untouchable. Ashley Beard's done the fastest first sector out of anybody on this lap, you know. Purple sector by Ash. It's the only driver to do the entire first sector in less than 20 seconds. It was 19.97. Ah, 10 points for the winner in Heat 1 and Heat 2, and then 60 points in the feature. Okay, that makes sense. So Arthur obviously won the heat, and then, yeah, okay, that makes sense now. Thank you, mate. So Adrian can't wrap it up tonight, really, unless he gets maximum points and Arthur Fry gets a DNF in the feature. So it's on like Donkey Kong, as they say. But again, great racing already from everybody here. Consistent stuff. Good battling. Arthur Falcon? No, that's the culmination of the two. Arthur Fry doesn't do his best lap there. He's got Forsyth now piling the pressure on. Falcon does the fastest lap of the race at 1:35.9. Fastest sectors in 3, 4 and 5. Look at that. Fry has now held off Forsyth for one corner. And that's put Ashley Beard back in touch. These guys don't have to fight. Neither does Josh Clark and Philip Russell. These two both doing perfectly fine at the moment. Adam Osceola is a little bit off the back of the top 8 at the moment. Chris Byron holding on to that. Now behind him is Ross Nicholson. Obviously not for position. You got to love these Cudery Motorsport machines. They always look good, but the Exodus car absolutely on it. Oh yeah, Fry won in Okayama, and then yeah. Okay, that makes sense. James Forsyth in third, though, still sticking on with this. Last lap coming up now. We've got Falcon in third. Falcon in third? Sorry, Falcon in first. Forsyth in third. Great racing from all of them so far, though. Nice and close, isn't it? Bear me 1 second, everyone. I think there's an issue out of my hands here that isn't a technical issue. You might have to just bear with me, sorry. Apologies for this. sorry everybody. We're going to have to cut this one short here, I'm afraid, Imola. I'm the only parent in the house this evening, and my son is not well. He's just come downstairs, and he is really not well. So I'm afraid we are going to have to cut this one short here. Real life does come first in these circumstances. I hope you can understand. Again, I'm very, very sorry, but thank you for understanding in advance, and hopefully see you again next time.